Welcome to the official WoW Speed Clear Sin Guide to Burden Forest. This is a mini guide for Slowman splits which is intended to teach assassins how to do Slaves of Menzies quest and Shard Wolf in the Burden Forest. Depending on the Lowman splits, occasionally an assassin has to cover Burden Forest. For the old school SC players, this used to be part of T1 Sin split in the old T2 way. We start at the beginning of Burden Forest, which assumes that the Hunter quest is taken to spawn a Shard Wolf. If not yet taken, take the Slaves quest from the NPC at the start of Burden Forest and run towards the Shadow Overlord spawn point. As most old school foe players know, ArenaNet nerfed the sliver armor in that only one nearby foe will receive damage rather than all nearby foes, which used to work in a similar way to whirling defense for ranger tank. This means that you first need to kill all hydras around the Shadow Overlord spawn point to avoid smoke walkers to run to the ball to heal the hydras, and in the process Shadow Overlords with their heal area, which will make it difficult to kill them with sliver armor. Given you will take fire damage from hydras, you should equip your shield with plus 10 armor against fire damage mod. You shouldn't forget to pop your alcohol as well for your draw ability, because knockdowns will most likely lead to your death due to significant damage from both Hydra's Inferno and Overlord's Crushing Blow, which inflicts deep wounds. First of all, you will need to run through the Shadow Overlord spawn point to aggro all of the Hydra groups and Shadow Overlords. The most efficient way of killing them is using the glitch spot behind the NPC in the middle of the spawn point. In order to get to the mobs into the glitch spot, you need to aggro and circle around the spawn point until you can walk in front of the NPC and sidewalk behind it. The mobs will then become glitched on the NPC, and you can cast your even standard of order and sliver armor to kill as many of the mobs as possible. In an unfortunate event, if smoke walkers run into the ball and start healing the hydras and shadow overlords with their heal area, you will need to run out from the glitch spot and circle around again. Your aim is to kill hydras first, and if there is only one or two hydras, then you can do it outside of the glitch spot by creating sufficient distance from the smoke walkers to ensure that they cannot reach the hydras in time to heal them. Once all hydras are dead, you can sliver the remaining shadow overlords and abyssals within seconds. If you're doing this outside of the glitch spot, then you should select and auto-attack one of the overlords to avoid it running away, and keep rotating your attacks once your target is dead to increase the speed of your kill. The alternative and safer way of doing Burning Forest involves you taking armor worth on your bar in addition to the usual skills, and a shield with plus 10 armor against fire damage mod. This is very similar to the old T1 assassin build that was used before rangers became the meta in most SCs due to the wonderful precons that they consume every run. First of all, you need to run through to the Shadow Overlord spawn point to aggro all of the Hydra groups around it. You then need to position all of the smoke walkers on the little hill adjacent to the spawn point. This will prevent smoke walkers from running to heal the Hydras and will enable you to kill them quickly. You must ensure that your armor worth is up in order to avoid being spiked with Hydra's AoE spells, primarily Inferno, which does significant damage. Once you are in a position on either the south or north side of the hill, depending on spawn of course, cast your even standard of honor and sliver armor to maximize damage from sliver. In case any of the Hydras break, re-grab them, and if it is only one or two, then you can sliver them before smoke walkers come to heal them. After all hydras are dead, you run into the Shadow Overlord spawn point and grab all of the Shadow Overlord. Please ensure that you have your armor worth up and cover your cast with I am unstoppable to avoid KD and significant damage from Overlord's Crushing Blow. It can spike you while you are on the ground due to deep wound. You should select and auto-attack an Overlord to avoid it running out from the ball, and keep rotating your attacks once your target is dead to increase the speed of your kill. After the slave's quest is done, pre-select the Shard Wolf, who is normally in the middle of the burning forest, and sliver him with the help of Ipsol. Please note that the Smoke Walkers consider the Shard Wolf as an ally, and therefore heal him in the same way as Hydra, so you should try to DC with your sliver casted already, and then Ipsol in order to increase the speed of your damage, and kill it before Smoke Walkers start moving towards it to heal the wolf. Well, that's it folks, hope this proves useful on your low and full runs. All the best, and always yours, Darkness Behind.